I wake up around 9 a.m. to the sounds of a tiny dog barking across the street. Although I'm incredibly angry to be woken up by the incessant barking, I'm happy knowing that I have the day off from working at McDonald's. Because of this, I can ignore the fact that my hair looks like a bird's nest. My dog looks at me from the end of my bed, as if asking me if it was time to wake up. Then, out of excitement, he begins rolling around in an adorable fashion. I finally motivate myself to get out of the house and do something, so I shower and fix my hair so that it is no longer a bird's nest and it's less embarrassing to look at. Then I truck down to the creepy basement to find a box to ship a book. I find one in the terrifying green room, so named because the previous owners thought lime green on cinder block walls was the perfect decor. I package the book, then begin driving to the Vermillion post office. Vermillion is a tiny college town where all of the houses look the same, and driving 5 minutes in any direction will lead you out into the middle of nowhere. Although I've been living here since August, I realize that I still have no idea where the post office is. I drive down Main Street and make a few turns until I spot some trucks that give away the hidden post office's location. After mailing the book, I travel towards Centerville, jamming out to The Clash as I go. Out in the barren fields of Vermillion, South Dakota, lies a Lewis and Clark landmark called the Spirit Mound. The mound is essentially a decent-sized hill left behind by a glacier in the middle of a completely flat land. I read the informational signs about large-headed little people and Lewis and Clark's dog named Seaman, which I attempt to be mature about, but of course fail. The wind is a lovely 22 miles per hour, so climbing the hill is a nightmare. The top is so windy that all I can hear is... So I quickly climb back down to where the winds of impending doom are less violent. Truth is that I find Vermillion less than desirable, but here, on this tiny hill in the middle of nowhere, I can see a sense of beauty. Even though Vermillion seems like a wasteland with few attractions, and you can't find a decent pizza place within it, I'm able to tell myself that there are always worse places I could be. A place is simply a place, but the existence within it is what becomes important, and although I desperately miss home, I can't help but think about the place I am currently in. One that is full of history and legend, and that I am now a part of. Many people have walked these paths before me, and many will follow, and with every step there will become more changes. The adaptations of people and places becomes an endless cycle, and I am just one more person to stumble across this fact. The wind and cold of South Dakota, I am just one person, sitting in a place that is bound in history, and for that moment is solely mine and no one else's. That idea alone is enough to make me believe in the power of place. I'm so glad I did my hair before I left. That would have been embarrassing.